Welcome to Success Talks with Rodney Saulsberry. I hope you will support my sponsors who bring you this podcast absolutely free and with limited interruptions. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'll get started in just a second.
The reviews are in. The book from voiceover superstar and coach Rodney Saulsberry is another runaway hit. Readers from all over the world are raving about tongue twisters and vocal warm-ups. You can find this and his other titles at the top of the voiceover bestsellers list on Amazon.
Steve Ballmer, Stephen Anthony Ballmer, was born March 24, 1956. He's an American businessman and investor who served as the chief executive officer of Microsoft from 2000 to 2014. He is the current owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, of the National Basketball Association, the NBA. As of August 2021, Bloomberg Billionaire's Index estimates his personal wealth at $108.5 billion, ranking him as the 8th richest person in the world. Are you looking for expert advice on advancing your voiceover career? Are you just getting started in the business? Join the Consultants Club and receive monthly coaching on how to read scripts, interpret copy, and get work in the fastest growing business in the world. When you join the Consultants Club, go to rodneysaulsberry.com and sign up. Steve Ballmer was hired by Bill Gates at Microsoft in 1980 and subsequently left the MBA program at Stanford University. He eventually became president in 1998 and replaced Gates as CEO on January 13, 2000. Ballmer remained on Microsoft's board of directors until August 19, 2014, when he left to prepare for teaching a new class. His tenure and legacy as Microsoft CEO has received mixed reception, with the company tripling sales and doubling profits, but losing its market dominance and missing out on 21st century technology trends, such as the ascendance of smartphones in the form of iPhone and Android.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Daly for dailyvo.com. I want to tell you about one resource I highly recommend for vocal warm-ups because it takes out all of the guesswork and it was purpose-built with voiceover in mind. It's called Rodney Saulsberry's Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups with Other Vocal Care Tips. How's that for a title? So in case you don't know, Rodney Saulsberry is a top-tier talent and coach, motivational speaker, and author of several books on voice acting, including You Can Bank on Your Voice and Step Up to the Mic. The book is available in print and on Kindle, and you can find it at Amazon or Rodney's personal website, rodneysaulsberry.com.
Ballmer was born in Detroit, Michigan. He is the son of Beatrice Dworkin and Frederick Henry Ballmer, a manager at the Ford Motor Company. His father was a Swiss immigrant who predicted that his son, at 8 years old, would attend Harvard. Ballmer grew up in the affluent community of Farmington Hills, Michigan. I know that area. I grew up in Detroit. Ballmer also lived in Brussels from 1964 to 1967, where he attended the International School of Brussels. In 1973, he attended college prep and engineering classes at Lawrence Technological University. He graduated as a valedictorian from Detroit Country Day School, a private college prep school in Beverly Hills, Michigan, with a score of 800 on the mathematical section of the SAT, and was a National Merit Scholar. In 1977, he graduated magna cum laude from Harvard University with a Bachelor's of Arts in Applied Mathematics and Economics.
And we'll be back after this message.
Baby, come give me something.
You Can Bank on Your Voice, 2nd edition. Get your copy at Amazon.com. Get the audiobook on Audible.com. You Can Bank on Your Voice, 2nd edition. Get your copy today. Steve Ballmer was quite the star in college. He was the manager for the Harvard Crimson football team and a member of the Fox Club, worked on the Harvard Crimson newspaper as well as the Harvard Advocate, and lived down the hall from fellow sophomore Bill Gates. He scored highly in the William Loyal Putnam Mathematical Competition, an exam sponsored by the Mathematical Association of America, scoring higher than Bill Gates after briefly trying to write screenplays in Hollywood. In 1980, Ballmer dropped out of the Stanford Graduate School of Business to join Microsoft. Graylin Brown, the new novel by Rodney Saulsberry. It's the heartwarming story about a family in Detroit. The Motown sound was alive and well. The Philly soul sound was alive and well. And the big three automakers were making wonderful cars every day. Graylin Brown, the novel. Get your copy at Amazon.com or wherever books are sold. And here's one of the great things about Steve Ballmer. He loves to share his money. He really takes part in philanthropy. On November 12, 2014, it was announced that Ballmer and his wife, Connie, donated $50 million to the University of Oregon. Connie Ballmer is a University of Oregon alumna and serves on the institution's board of trustees. The funds will go towards the university's $2 billion fundraising effort and will focus towards scholarships, public health research and advocacy, and external branding communications. And finally, we can't stop this podcast without talking about Steve Ballmer's purchase of the Los Angeles Clippers. He is so excited about that purchase. In fact, he decided to build a new home for the team. The Clippers' long-awaited $1.8 billion privately funded arena officially got a name. It's going to be called Intuit Dome. I-N-T-U-I-T Dome. Intuit Dome. And plans are all set for it to open in 2024. The practice facility, team offices for both business and basketball operations, retail space, and more will be on the site. Ballmer believes that there will be no other building like it in the NBA. Basketball mecca, he said, in his usual excitable way. And you know what? He just might be right. Every detail, from the huge halo video screen that will hover over the court to how the bathrooms will be designed to get fans back in their seats as quickly as possible, has a purpose. The Clippers currently play at Staples Center, also the home of the Los Angeles Lakers, and the NHL's Los Angeles Kings. Ballmer began plotting a Clippers-only home years ago, and he formally unveiled the project in 2019. The fact is, technology will be everywhere, such as some that would allow fans to leave their seat, walk to a concession stand in the concourse, grab a beverage or snack, and then, if they do as Ballmer hopes, get right back to their seats. There would be no cashier, nobody to take the order, and the customer's account would be charged automatically. Other than the paying for it part, it would be akin to opening the refrigerator at home, getting a drink, and going back to the couch. Even the best suites won't have big televisions. The reason is simple. Ballmer wants fans watching the game from their seat and being part of a home court advantage. It's about the game of basketball, he said, and we're trying to get you back in your seat as quickly as we can. He wants them comfortable, the seats I'm speaking of. He wants good leg room, which will be a constant throughout the arena. From the lowest rows all the way to the very top, it's going to far exceed the standard in most buildings. And we here at Success Talks are proud to celebrate the outstanding career of the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, Steve Ballmer.
You can listen to any of Rodney's podcasts at any time. Go to RodneySaulsberry.com.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I urge you to listen to future podcasts where I will continue to try and make you better than before. My goal is to point you in a positive direction to success right here on Success Talks with me, Rodney Saulsberry.